What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a bit of a story time. This video is about to be really long, so I apologize. And I apologize for my voice, because work and talking and yeah. It's July 30th, 2018, and it's 7 something right now, I think. Maybe 8 something. At around 4:50, 5 o'clock this afternoon, I got in my first car crash on my way to work. So that's fun. I was going straight, and this guy was making a U-turn, and I guess he didn't see me, and he made a U-turn right into my lane, about 5 cars ahead of me. So there was that bit of length between us. And I was going the speed limit. I wasn't distracted or anything. And I just rear-ended him, and yeah, I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I was in my costume. I had my name tag on, which was a big no-no. But anyway, so the police came. We parked at one of the hotels that was right there. So this video is basically just about all the things that could happen here on the Disney College program that you can't really prepare for. So for example, I was in a car crash today, and you really can't prepare for when things happen like that, obviously, because it's an accident. But it was just strange because when I hit the person in front of me, it didn't feel real. Because normally when accidents happen, or when literally anything happens that goes wrong, you always have your parents there for them to deal with it. And then you're just on the sidelines just listening in what's happening, what's gonna happen, where do we go from there, what do we do, all that stuff. But when you're alone and you're on your own, you don't know what to do. So when the car accident happened, I got out of my car. Number one, he didn't even speak English. So I could understand what he was saying in Spanish, but I couldn't talk to him because I don't know how to speak Spanish. But I could understand him, so that was frustrating. Number two, I didn't know what to do, whether to call the police, whether to call my mom, whether to... I did not know what to do. So basically, we got it all resolved now, but it's just that uncertainty of what do you do because you don't have your parents here. And another time that happened, another example, I guess, of how adulting is hard. I had a plane ticket that I had bought a month ago. About a month and a half ago, and it was for July 5th? I think, yeah, I was flying out the morning of July 5th, and then I would come back 3 days later. So on July 4th, I had a really long shift, obviously, because it's July 4th. It was the most busiest time of the year for Disney, except for New Year's Eve. So I had a 14-hour shift that day, and I got off around 2 in the morning. And it was fine. I enjoyed the shift. It was actually really fun. But my flight for the next day was at 7:15 or 7:10. And so I set my alarm for 4:45, I think. Yeah. No. 4 o'clock. 4:15. So that my roommate Kelly could drive me around 4:30, so that we'd get there around 5 o'clock, so 2 hours early. So I ended up going to bed around 2, and when I woke up, I saw light in the room. So I saw light coming through my eyelids, and I saw light in the room, and I panicked. And I looked at my watch, and it was 7:10, right as my plane was taking off, and I was still in bed. So I jumped out of bed, I went out the door into my living room, came back in my room, went back out, came back in, because I had no idea what to do. I don't know what to do. I've never missed a flight before because I've only flown with my parents and my family. So I called my dad, and he told me to call one of my mom's friends that was picking me up at the airport when my plane was supposed to land around 10 something. I told her that I missed my flight, and she was like, well, what are you going to do? What's your plan? She was so sweet about it. And one crucial part of the story, I was coming home as a surprise for my mom. So I couldn't call my mom because it would have ruined the surprise. And at that point, I still wanted to surprise her, so I couldn't call her. And so that was also going through my head, like, I cannot call my mom the one time that I need to call my mom. So my mom's friend was just calming me down, like telling me what I should do, because I couldn't think at that point. Literally, when things happen like that, you really can't think. And so she told me to go ahead and look for another flight. So I went on my computer. I came back in my room, went on my computer, was looking at it, and I could not think. I was putting in the right information and like trying to find another flight, but I was just looking at them like blankly, like just staring into the screen, like I don't know what to do. So I woke up my roommate Kelly. She's like, did we miss your flight? And I was like, yeah. And at this point I'm bawling. I'm bawling, crying. And so Kelly was like, maybe if we just go there, it'll be better. So we just head on out. And on our way to the airport, which is like 30 minutes away, I find a flight. And so I find a flight, I book it, and then we get there. I'm going through TSA, and it got canceled. And so then I'm like, I have no emotions left because I was just crying and crying and crying. I had no emotions left. And so I called my mom's friend again. And I was like, well, I'm not coming back. My plane's not landing at 12 anymore, because that's when the new one was supposed to land, because it got canceled. And she was like, oh no, what a day for you. I was like, yeah. And then I started crying. And I called my dad, and he was like, oh, it got canceled. And so then I got into my airline's line with all the rest of the people who were supposed to be on that flight. And they sent us an email saying, like, if we wanted, we can get a refund and then a $500 voucher, or they can buy a flight that leaves within the next 24 hours and then get a $200 voucher. So I just bought another flight for $100, and that one came in around 2 something to my destination. And so all that to say that obviously it wasn't planned. These things happen for a reason, but in the moment it feels like you're lost and that you don't know what to do, because you've always had the security of your parents there to help you out throughout the process. So it can feel lonely when these things happen, and it feels like, why are you even doing this? Like, I put myself in this situation, you know? I put myself in the situation that I'm here at the Disney College program, and these things happened while I was here, so why did I put myself through all that? But you know what, like, they would have happened anyway. Like, once I would have graduated college, like found my own apartment, these things would have happened eventually without my parents. And so all the firsts that you're gonna make, whether good or bad, they're gonna happen without your parents. And so when they do happen, at least for me, I know that everything happens for a reason, and I trust God through it all, and I just need to remind myself of that. And honestly, I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have my faith, because in these situations, like, what else do you have? Because you don't have your parents down here. All you have is God. So it just reminds me that I thank God every day that He's in my life. So yeah, that's how my day's going. My back hurts from the accident. Not that it happened during the accident, it's just because of all the tension. So I'm probably just gonna watch a movie, lay in bed, probably take a nap. Another thing that happened, Kelly, my roommate, got recast today. She's a lifeguard at Coronado Springs, and if you lifeguards know what a VAT is, she missed I think it was like a baby VAT or something. Normally they don't not term you. She did not get termed. Normally they don't penalize you if you miss a VAT once. They give you a second chance, but they have so many lifeguards that she's basically expendable. So she's getting recast, and she was really upset about that. Because when I came home from my accident, because I did a leader callback, and I'll talk about that in another video. I did a leader callback, and my leader said not to come into work to rest. So I came home. I saw Kelly. Kelly told me the whole story. She was upset. I was like, "It's not our day, is it, Kelly?" She was like, "No, it's not." And so, all this to say, you never know what's going to happen on your Disney College program, and you can't prepare for it. Just know that sometimes it's going to be a really bad day. You're going to have really bad days. Most of the time you're going to miss home, but that's a separate thing from things like car accidents or missing your flight or getting recast. But it's inevitable. Life goes on. The world goes on. You'll get better. You're going to get through this. So I'm going to get through this. And I just wanted to document this because I'm going to look back in 20 years and I'll be like, oh, poor little Sarah. First car crash. First flight she missed. That time when she came into the room and Kelly was also having a bad day and we just cried together. But this is why I vlog. To get the good and the bad, you know? But there's not much else to say. I've pretty much said everything. I talk a lot. I talk too much. But anyway, guys, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Yeah, subscribe if you want to keep updated on real life in the DCP, I guess. Because this is as real as it's gonna get. But I'm okay from my accident. My car is okay. It's not totaled or anything. The other person was physically okay. Their car was okay. Everyone's okay. All right, guys. Disney fact of the day. Let's see. I guess, okay, so not Disney fact of the day, but Sarah fact of the day. Guys, I can knit. I taught myself how to knit, and so I'm almost like done with my first roll of like string, and I'm really excited about it. Because I don't know, I'm making something like from scratch, you know, something that I can, oh, it's so soft. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like this video. If not, well, I guess I'll be seeing you in my dreams. I don't know why I said that. Bye.